right, this week I want to highlight a really special drum. This is a 6.5 by 14 stave Bubinga drum made by Fidock, an Australian company. It has matching Bubinga hoops, which are really cool because they are designed so the tension rods go into the hoop and they're kind of hidden. So even when you're hitting rim shots, there's no risk of smacking the top of the tension rod. And also the underside of the hoops is carved out to kind of hide the counter hoop of the drum head, which makes for a really kind of clean, natural look. It's got tube lugs, standard tube lugs, Canopus wires, which are great snare wires. It's got an Evans, this is the original 300 hazy bottom. It's what came on the drum. I put a Remo Fiberskin 3 Diplomat, which is the thinner of the Fiberskin heads, on top. And I'm only muffling it with one little tiny gel thing. I'm using the Fiberskin because this drum kind of has a naturally earthy, kind of raspy sound, which I like. It doesn't sound like a modern drum, even though it performs like a modern drum. It's really responsive and snappy, but it doesn't have like that bite that you get from some new drums. And I thought the Fiberskin kind of accentuated that. It made it even earthier sound. I believe Steph Fidock, who made this drum, I think he was going for like an Elvin Jones kind of sound, kind of the later era Elvin Jones, or maybe even the 60s era where, you know, I think of Elvin snare sounds being kind of gritty, kind of raspy. So that's kind of what this drum is designed to do. So you're gonna hear me play, I'm gonna play a little bit of a jazz vibe on it. And I'm also gonna play some funk beats, which I think this drum does really well because it has a real kind of thwacky attack, but without that kind of high-end bite, which I think is largely because of the wood hoops, but also just the drum itself. So I'm gonna play like some funk stuff, some jazz stuff, and I'm also gonna do some rim click things so you can kind of hear what these wood hoops do with the snares off. And then that reminds me that I did a video of a Max Roach drum solo from St. Thomas off the Sonny Rollins album, Saxophone Colossus. So you can find that on my channel. I'll link to it above. And in that video, I'm playing with the head pretty low. I tried to match Max Roach's snare sound on the original, and Max tuned his snare much lower than most jazz guys. But for now, I kind of like the drum tuned a little medium high. Again, it gives me that kind of earthy, almost like a marching drum with like a modern snare aesthetic, something like that. Anyway, it's a unique drum. It's very special. I'm very grateful to have it. So thanks for checking it out.